Hey there, baseball fans. Buckle up because the Mets' latest outing was a real pitcher's duel with a twist that left them on the wrong side of a frustrating 2-1 loss to the Astros. The game, played under the bright lights at Daikin Park, was a masterclass in pitching, where every pitch and swing felt like it was decided by fate. Right out of the gate, the explosive talent of Juan Soto was on display. In his very first at-bat, thanks to Daikin Park's short left field wall and a bit of defensive misfortune from the Astros left fielder, Soto launched a towering shot that struck the scoreboard, earning him a stand-up double. He even tagged up and pushed his way to third on a fly ball from Pete Alonso, though he ultimately found himself stranded on the corner bag after a strikeout by Mark Vientos. Then came the work of Griffin Canning, who, in his debut, didn't seem fazed by the pressure at all. His command was nearly flawless, except for that one single to Jose Altuve, which, thanks to some misfortune, turned into the spark for the Astros offense. Meanwhile, Astros starter Spencer Arrighetti locked things down after Soto's one-out double, retiring 13 straight batters over 5 innings with 4 strikeouts, until Jeremy Pena blasted a leadoff solo home run that put Houston on the board. But the Mets weren't going to go quietly into that night. In the 6th inning, Jose Siri worked his magic with a leadoff walk, then stole second, advanced to third on a fly ball from Francisco Lindor, and boldly charged home on a misplayed comeback hit. That aggressive base running evened the score at 1-1. However, the Astros weren't finished. In the same inning, with 2 outs and a runner on first, Yordan Alvarez smashed a 2-2 slider so hard it dented the center field wall, sending another run home and tilting the balance in Houston's favor. The Mets had more chances to claw back, especially in the 8th, when a prime moment against reliever Brian Abreu slipped away. Luis Angel Acuna, brought in as a pinch runner, stole second, but then the inning fizzled with a series of outs, leaving the Mets with nothing but frustration. Even in the 9th, a dramatic rematch between Soto and Astros closer Josh Hader ended without a rally, sealing the 2-1 defeat. In the end, the Mets managed just 1 hit, the early double from Soto, and produced only 2 extra base knocks after the 3rd inning on Friday's game. It was a night where the pitchers reigned supreme, leaving New York wondering how to crack the code of this tightly contested duel. Stay tuned as we follow every twist and turn in this unpredictable season of baseball. What's up, baseball fans? Buckle up for a twist in the season's opening act. In a move that's shaking up the Blue Jays' rotation, veteran ace Max Scherzer has been placed on the 15-day injured list due to some pesky right thumb inflammation, a problem that's been haunting him since spring training. Now imagine this, Scherzer, the guy with an arm that seems to be divinely gifted, stepping onto the mound with plans to deliver a masterclass, only to be forced to cut his outing short. Facing the Baltimore Orioles in his season opener, he managed just 3 innings, giving up 2 runs on 3 hits, 2 of which were home runs, while struggling to find his usual command. At 40, Scherzer isn't exactly a rookie, but even legends face hurdles. Today, after throwing 45 pitches with 28 for strikes, he was forced to pull out due to soreness in his right lat muscle, a consequence of his altered delivery meant to mask that troublesome thumb. The thumb is absolutely critical to your arm health, he explained, underscoring the urgency of getting back to 100% before he takes the mound again. With an imminent danger warning echoing in his words, he admitted that he just couldn't let the ball fly the way he's always done. Even Blue Jays manager John Schneider confirmed that Scherzer sensed something was off during warm-ups, but soldiered on, trying to pitch through the pain. Yet it was clear that this was one injury that wouldn't simply shake off. Scherzer's thumb has been a thorn in his side since spring, limiting his innings and forcing him to adjust his grip, a little thing that's a big thing, as he puts it. His struggles during spring training, where he was sidelined to a mere 13 innings in 4 starts, now seem to have come full circle. This season marked a fresh start for Scherzer, who signed a 1-year, $15.5 million deal with the Blue Jays after a challenging stint with the Rangers. Known for his 3 Cy Young Awards and a career ERA that reads like a highlight reel, Scherzer is now facing a test of patience and recovery. While his stats speak volumes about his past dominance, today's injury is a stark reminder that even the best can be derailed. So what's next for this ace? As the Blue Jays regroup, the big question remains, will Scherzer find his way back to that unstoppable form, or will this setback mark a turning point in his storied career? Stay tuned, because in the unpredictable world of baseball, every twist tells a story, and this one is getting started. Roki Sasaki isn't an overnight sensation, and that's okay because the Dodgers aren't expecting him to be one either. Picture this: a young pitcher with an arm so heavenly it's as if the gods themselves handed it to him. But when it comes to dominating in the big leagues, talent alone isn't enough. In just his first 2 starts, the 23-year-old found himself in totally unfamiliar territory, and not in a good way. In his second outing against the Tigers, Sasaki's magic seemed to vanish. Imagine struggling to even reach the second inning while battling wild control issues. Out of 61 pitches, only 32 were strikes. The once celebrated golden boy from Japan, known for his blistering 100-mile-per-hour fastball, was now looking like just another rookie caught off guard by adversity. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts summed it up perfectly, noting that a smooth ride doesn't always prepare you for the inevitable bumps on the road. So, what's going on? Sasaki admitted he's still trying to adapt to a new rhythm, juggling a faster pitch clock, getting used to a different baseball, and tweaking his delivery to regain that lost command and velocity. Even though his fastball has dipped from 98 to 96.1 miles per hour, he's determined to find his footing, learning from every mistake. It's a raw, real process that even stars like Clayton Kershaw and Shohei Ohtani once had to endure. Despite the rocky start, the Dodgers aren't hitting the panic button. They have a deep roster and a championship mindset that allows them to treat Sasaki as a long-term project. They're prepared to let him work through these early struggles, confident that his potential is far from squandered. With his next start coming up in Philadelphia, all eyes are on him to see if he can transform these setbacks into a breakthrough. So, what do you think? What do you think? Will Sasaki rise to the challenge and become the ace he's meant to be? Or is this just the beginning of a long road back to form? Drop your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned as we watch this young pitcher navigate the highs and lows of the big leagues.
What's going on, baseball fans? Your source for all the latest MLB action is back. And tonight we're talking about an offensive explosion in the Bronx that you had to see to believe. The New York Yankees just set a franchise record for home runs in a single game. This video highlights the Yankees' incredible 20-9 victory over the Milwaukee Brewers, where they launched a whopping 9 home runs. That's right, 9. It's the most home runs the Yankees have ever hit in a single game in their storied history. This video showcases the performance of the night, courtesy of the one and only Aaron Judge. Judge went deep 3 times in his first 3 at-bats. He was an absolute force at the plate and came within just a couple of feet of hitting a 4th homer. This video also focuses on the unfortunate homecoming for former Yankees pitcher Nestor Cortes Jr., who was making his Brewers debut against his old team. It was a rough outing for Cortes, as he surrendered 5 of those 9 Yankees home runs before even getting out of the 3rd inning. Talk about a nightmare return to Yankee Stadium. This video reminds us that the Yankees hit back-to-back home runs on the first 3 pitches of the bottom of the 1st inning. That's never happened before in MLB history. Paul Goldschmidt, Cody Bellinger, and then Aaron Judge all went yard to start the game. This video emphasizes the sheer dominance of the Yankees' offense on this particular day. They were hitting everything hard, and the ball was just flying out of the ballpark. This video concludes by acknowledging that while it was a historic day for the Yankees' offense, it was a tough one for Nestor Cortes Jr. We're sure he'll bounce back, but this game will definitely be one he remembers. What did you think of the Yankees' record-breaking performance? Were you surprised by Cortes Jr.'s struggles? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more MLB news and highlights. This season is already wild. What's going on, baseball fanatics? Your source for all the latest in the science of the game is back. And today we're unraveling the mystery behind the New York Yankees' explosive start to the season and their controversial Torpedo bats. This video explains that these bats aren't some secret, illegal weapon hidden in the Bronx. They are completely legal under MLB rules. The buzz around them started after the Yankees hit a record-tying 15 home runs in their first 3 games against the Brewers. This video breaks down the design of these unusual bats. Unlike traditional bats with a consistent barrel thickness, Torpedo, bats have a thicker sweet spot and then taper down towards the end. The theory behind this design, as Yankees shortstop Anthony Volpe explains, is to put more mass right where you make contact with the ball, increasing the force of the hit. It's basic physics. Force equals mass times acceleration. This video highlights that several Yankees players, including Volpe, Austin Wells, Paul Goldschmidt, and Cody Bellinger, have been using these bats and seem to be believers. Volpe even said he's bought in on the technology. This video also points out that even the mighty Aaron Judge, who has already hit 4 homers this season, isn't using the Torpedo bats. His reasoning? What I did the past couple of seasons speaks for itself. Why try to change something if you have something that's working? Can't argue with that logic. This video explores the question of whether these bats actually provide a significant competitive advantage. While the Yankees' home run numbers are eye-catching, the Brewers' pitching staff is currently dealing with a lot of injuries, which likely played a role in the offensive outburst. This video reveals that the concept behind these bats comes from Aaron Leonhardt, a former member of the Yankees' analytics department who now works for the Miami Marlins. It also notes that other teams around the league have been experimenting with similar technology. This video concludes by stating that while the Yankees have definitely gotten their players to buy into this new technology, only time and more data will truly tell just how much of an advantage these Torpedo bats provide. But one thing's for sure, they've got everyone in baseball talking. What do you think? Are these Torpedo bats the future of hitting, or just a temporary trend? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the science and technology of baseball. What's going on, baseball fans? Your source for all the latest MLB action is back. And the New York Yankees are putting on a power hitting clinic to start the season. They just keep launching baseballs out of the park. This video highlights the Yankees' latest offensive explosion, where they hit 4 more home runs in a 12-3 beatdown of the Milwaukee Brewers. That brings their total to an astounding 15 home runs in just the first 3 games of the season, tying an MLB record. This video showcases Aaron Judge continuing his hot start, as he blasted a 2-run shot in the first inning. That homer made him the first player in Yankees history to hit 4 home runs in the team's first 3 games. The man is on a mission. This video also features home runs from rookie Ben Rice and Jazz Chisholm Jr., who added a 3-run bomb later in the game. The Yankees lineup is absolutely relentless right now. This video reminds us of their 9-homer performance in the previous game against the Brewers, including that incredible 7-home run barrage in the first 3 innings. The Bronx is absolutely buzzing with these long balls. This video briefly revisits the controversy surrounding the Torpedo bats some Yankees are using, with Brewers reliever Trevor Medgel comparing them to slow-pitch softball bats. However, it's worth noting that Aaron Judge, who has 4 of the Yankees' 15 homers, isn't using these new bats, saying his traditional approach has been working just fine. This video concludes by marveling at the Yankees' incredible power display to start the season. 15 home runs in 3 games is just unbelievable. What do you think of the Yankees' offensive firepower? Can they keep this pace up? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more MLB news and highlights. The Yankees are definitely must-watch baseball right now.
What's going on, baseball fans? Your source for all the latest MLB drama is back, and today we're talking about some new bats that have one pitcher seeing red, and maybe even a little bit of yellow slow-pitch softball. This video highlights the fact that several Yankees players have been using what are being called torpedo bats. These bats have more wood in the sweet spot, creating a longer barrel while reducing weight at the tip. The idea is to maximize hitting power, and after the Yankees exploded for 20 runs and 9 home runs on Saturday, you could say they're working. This video then cuts to Milwaukee Brewers reliever Trevor Medgel, who did not hold back when asked about these new bats. He told the New York Post, and I quote, "I think it's terrible. I feel like it's something used in slow-pitch softball. Shots fired." This video includes another hilarious quote from Medgel, who said that from the bullpen, the bats looked like bowling pins. You gotta give him credit for the visual. He also joked that because it's the Yankees, they'll probably let it slide. This video does point out that while Medgel isn't a fan, the bats are indeed legal according to Major League Baseball. He even acknowledged that baseball is a big data race, and you can't blame teams for trying new things. This video also mentions that while Aaron Judge used a traditional bat for his 3 home runs, other Yankees like Cody Bellinger, Paul Goldschmidt, Jazz Chisholm Jr., and Anthony Volpe all went yard with the help of these Torpedo bats. This video concludes with a fun tidbit. Brewers first baseman Rhys Hoskins admitted he's already talked to bat companies about trying to get his model made like that. So, while McGill might not be a fan, it looks like these bats could catch on around the league. What do you think about these new Torpedo bats? Are they a genius innovation or something that belongs on the slow-pitch softball field? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more MLB news and opinions. This baseball season is already getting interesting.
Hey there, Mets fans. Welcome to your Mets Notes. It wasn't exactly a fairy tale opening weekend for New York, especially on the offensive side of things. Losing 2 out of 3 games to the Astros and managing just 5 runs across the series, the Mets struggled to find their groove at the plate. Even in their only win, they pushed across only 3 runs on a meager 5 hits. But before you write off the weekend entirely, let's talk about the bright spots that could be the seeds for a promising season. First up is Max Scherzer, making his triumphant return to the majors after a hiatus since pitching for the Pirates in 2022. Saturday night, with bases loaded and 1 out in a 1-run game in the 8th inning, Scherzer faced the ultimate test. With nerves clearly riding high, he calmed the storm with a foul pop-out and a ground-out, earning high praise from manager Carlos Mendoza, who described his performance as huge. Scherzers's journey, recovering from Tommy John surgery and battling through adversity, has finally brought him back to the mound, and he's excited to show the Mets what he's got. Then there's Jose Siri, who made his first start of the season, and first with New York, in center field. Despite striking out twice, Siri proved his worth by working a walk, stealing a base, and even manufacturing the team's only run of the night. Down 1-0 in the 6th, his savvy base running and instinctive decision-making not only tied the game, but reminded us that his impact goes beyond just defense. He's a complete package with speed and power. And let's not forget Griffin Canning, whose performance over 5.2 innings was a breath of fresh air. After a spring training where his fastball hovered around 93 to 94 miles per hour, he surprised everyone by hitting 96 miles per hour on Saturday. Canning mixed his pitches well, showing off a solid slider and changeup, and even though he allowed 2 runs, his extra effort came on a key RBI double against Alvarez that made all the difference. As Mendoza noted, if Canning can keep up this level of performance, the Mets have something really special on their hands. Rough start on offense aside, the Mets bullpen delivered a strong performance, pitching 9.2 scoreless innings with all 8 relievers looking sharp. With promising returns from Scherzer and the impactful play of Siri and Canning, there's plenty to be optimistic about as the season unfolds. Stay tuned, this team's journey is just getting started.